Next up is Reesa Teesa's TikTok series, Who the F Did I Marry? 50 parts, it's over 7 hours long. And many other people just watched on their phone on TikTok, so driving up those views, but I can't do it that way. If you're going to watch something that long, I have to watch it on TV. Was it worth it? No. I would not recommend people sitting through 7 hours to watch that whole series. Hopefully someone's done a great summary somewhere. When I first looked into it, there wasn't a good summary, so I did want to watch it from start to finish, and it was great. I mean, I love TikTok. Like, I think TikTok gets a lot of shit in the media and people in general, but I think they just haven't used it, or because I think it's for everyone. I've never used an app before which really just gets the algorithm, known me better than I know myself, and like, I feel like the world's biggest people pleaser, just liking every video. Like, I can't help it. It's funny, it's relatable, it's amazing, so multifaceted. It's not one type of content, and it could be anything. And people find themselves in different TikTok holes all the time. Like, my consistent is always Swift Talk, Taylor Swift. But a lot of time it's first traps or funny videos. I don't know. It just shows me what I want to see, and I'm like. This series did come up on my feed. I don't know any other series that's lasted that long and been this popular. Like, I've had so many people like, oh, have you seen it yet? I'm like, oh. I was like putting off for a while, but I finally got into it last week. And you know what? If it was compelling enough of a story, I would have gone and revisited it all in a whole episode for the podcast. But yeah, I just realized it wasn't really worth my time. So Reesa is a gorgeous African-American woman who has an incredible talent for telling a story. Not I can't tell a story like that, and many people I know can't either. It was literally her talking to the camera like this right now for a whole 7 hours, which I didn't think would be engaging, but it really, really was. Throughout the 50 parts, she talks about how she met, fell in love with, married, and divorced a man she calls Legion, who she calls a pathological liar. My favourite part about the whole series was her sassy little asides, just her little jokes to the camera, which made it exciting, and the story itself is quite appalling when she mentioned all the lies. But it was hard for me to actually have compassion for her, because she does mention that he paid for all her bills, like he paid for her rent, and moved in together. After a month, they decided to have a kid together. After like 3 months, they started looking for houses at the same time. They were looking into getting her like a really fancy BMW or Mercedes. I can't remember which car it was. Like, if your motivation for getting into a relationship is so that your partner can spend expensive things on you, like, I don't really have compassion for you. And she never actually mentioned them being in love throughout the whole story. It was just all about the lies. And I'm like, okay, but at some point of a 50-part, 7-hour series, you probably should talk about how like you were genuinely in love. And I didn't get that from the story at all. I totally recognized that what she went through was pretty crazy, and the fact that he would seemingly get off and getting her excited and then taking things away from her, not cool. But I also just don't have compassion, because if someone can come that quickly into your life, they can easily go out as quick. So if you're interested, definitely check it out. Like, it is pretty iconic as a series, but if you ask my genuine opinion, is it worth going through step by step? I would say no.